YouTube world. My name is Jess and welcome to my first video. It's kind of awkward. I am here to talk about my health journey. There's a lot of things that I would like to share, a lot of benefits I've gained from watching other people share about their health journey, and I think it's time. So I am, I guess you could say, recovering from a chronic illness, possibly. I have endometriosis. I've had it for about a decade now, and in the last year or so, with what I've been doing and how I've been somewhat in remission, I found that I also had a few other issues that were underlying that I didn't know about. It's been a really long journey. It took me a couple of years to even get diagnosed with endometriosis, which is pretty common for most people that deal with this. Sad, but a lot of doctors either don't listen or figure because it's so common, your side effects may not be as bad as what you're saying. The symptoms vary so broadly that I think that's part of it, but it can be completely debilitating depending on how bad your symptoms are. So if you're not aware with what endometriosis is, when the lining of a woman's uterus grows outside of her uterus, it's kind of awkward. It can grow in many different places. It can attach to other organs. It can grow in your bladder. That's a huge thing. It can grow in your ovaries, so of course it can cause infertility. The biggest thing that I was struggling with was extreme fatigue and extreme pain. I mean, we're talking, there were days it was hard to get out of bed. There were days that going to work and coming home was too much for me. And I have a desk job. Cooking became a lot of work. Any outside activities became more work. I started pulling back from spending time with my friends and started feeling isolated because of that, and kind of came to social media for part of that reason. While a lot of people like to give social media a bad rap, it was really helpful for me. I was able to connect with other people that had an issue similar to mine, even if it wasn't exactly endometriosis. I connected with a lot of people that had PCOS or Hashimoto's or things like that. And that was so helpful to see that they were putting their health first, as I was trying to do. I was just struggling, that they were able to find relief in different ways, and that they were honest and raw and real, that every day wasn't a great day. That's what I want to be able to be for you guys also. My journey, I'm sure, is different than everyone else's, and so there's someone else out there that's going to be able to benefit or gain something different. And so that's why I want to share it with you guys. And like I said, I've had this for about 10 years. I have tried multiple natural remedies, some of which have helped for a little while and then kind of teetered off. Some of which have helped, but I couldn't continue them for different reasons. I have tried a number of medical options, some of which I wasn't comfortable with, but I did it because I felt that's what the doctor thought I should do, and some of which I think have worked pretty well and I am comfortable with. Because when you go to a doctor for these issues, depending on how bad your endometriosis is, they often will give you a lot of medical options that have a lot of side effects, which can be very scary and overwhelming. I've been going back and forth through these things for many years. What's helped me so much recently is that I decided to sit down with my chiropractor. I had been in and out of lots of different doctor's offices and natural doctors and all these things, and at this point I was really tired. I was tired of things not working long term. I was tired of not talking about this, but I was also scared to talk to a lot of people about it. I was tired of doing my own research and feeling like, did I have all the pieces put together? Or were my pieces wrong? Were the doctors just not listening to me? So my chiropractor launched this wellness nutrition program that was comprehensive, kind of like what a functional medicine doctor would do. My mom told me about it and said, you should do this. And I said, no, absolutely not. I'm not spending any more money. I'm sick, I'm tired, and you know what? I'm just going to suffer. Really bad place to be, but sometimes you get to that point when you've been sick for years. So I was letting myself become the victim, and my mom said to me, I tell you what, if you do it and it doesn't work, I will pay for everything. I will pay you back. I'll reimburse you. And at this point, money was somewhat of a concern because I've been trying all these things for almost 10 years. I said, all right, you're on. Bet's on. That's fine. And I'm so glad she did that because it has really helped. We went through my blood work. We found crazy things like my vitamin D level was apparently non-existent. We found that my thyroid levels were practically bordering Hashimoto's or something. I have not been diagnosed 100% for Hashimoto's. I just want to point that out. However, my numbers were leading to something like that because I also had low immune system numbers. So they were like do you get sick a lot? And I'm like, yeah, I do. I have found elderberry syrup to be wonderful, and I just take it and I sleep a lot. I miss out on a lot of things in life, but at that point I thought, well, if I can sleep and function all right, then it's worth it. Anyway, he recommended some supplements. He recommended an eating style. Guys, it's amazing. It has helped so much. I'd like to point out, I have tried a lot of other eating plans before. So I just want to put it out there and say I probably will talk about some of those other things because they didn't work for me. I wanted them to so badly, but they just didn't work. So now that I've found something that works, I've been doing this about 3 months. I did not do it to lose weight, but I have lost 15 pounds, which, that can be great on a chronic illness. It can really help when you lose weight. And basically what I'm doing is sort of an autoimmune type protocol or a paleo type protocol. So it's amazing what getting rid of some of these things in my diet has done for me, things that I never thought were a problem. I mean, I've always tried to stay away from processed foods, which is what paleo and autoimmune is all about. It makes a huge difference, but I don't think I realized how often I was slipping. So at home, I didn't really eat processed foods, but when you're out and about and you're not being strict with yourself, sometimes you don't think about what you're eating, or when you're busy and you're like, oh, I'll just run through the drive-thru. So now I'm so much more conscious about those decisions, and I've cut out so many things that I didn't even think were a problem for me before. One of the biggest things being wheat. I always thought wheat was fine. I don't have celiac disease, so why should I not eat wheat? There's so much controversy over wheat, whether it's only a problem if you have celiac disease or this and that. I was like, I don't feel the need to cut it out. My family, we're not full-blooded Italian or anything, but we act like we are. We eat like we are. The idea of having to not have pasta with them on Sunday and not being able to have homemade bread, I was like, I'm not even going to try this until this doctor suggested this, and I'd already put that money out, and I was like, well, you know what? It's one of the things I haven't tried. Let's just do it. And it's incredible how much of a difference it has made for me. I'm no longer gassy and bloated. Like I said, I've lost that weight. I'm not as tired. Guys, I had enough energy to go canoeing for the whole day and then take my dog swimming. And then after we took my dog swimming, I still went to dinner with friends. That is huge. Before, my husband and I would take a date to Cleveland. I would fall asleep on the way there. We'd go, we'd do something for 2 or 3 hours, walk around, explore things. We'd get in the car, I would fall asleep on our way to dinner. We'd get in the car from dinner, I'd be falling asleep on our ride home. It's rough. When that is how you live, you get used to it. It feels normal to you, even though you know it's not. But then that causes a level of depression with it that you know you're not normal, and you just have to keep fighting through. Sometimes you get tired of fighting. But I'm here to tell you that there is hope, that there are lots of really great options out there and things to try. I just want to let you in on this little part of my life. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned for more videos. I'm excited to share with you guys, and I'm very nervous that I'm putting my first YouTube video up. See you next time.